Emmerdale twist as Robert's secret husband drops major bombshell. Emmerdale's Robert Sugden faces a huge dilemma next week, as his sister Victoria begs him to tell Erin Dingle the truth about his secret husband Kev. The ultimatum comes as Erin and Robert seem to be edging closer to a romantic reunion. With so much at stake, will Robert destroy it all by admitting he's married to another man? The pressure is really building on Robert, our Emmerdale insider explains. He hates himself for lying to Erin, but is also terrified of losing him again. Robert is burying his head in the sand and hoping Kev will just disappear, but that's never going to happen. Viewers have been left reeling from the discovery of Robert's hidden husband, as we were led to believe he'd spent his years behind bars waiting for his one true love. But, now, it turns out Robert had moved on with Kev. And this wasn't just a fling to pass the time, either. Robert and Kev made vows to spend the rest of their lives together. So far, only Victoria knows about Kev's existence, but as he supports Erin on his road to recovery, Robert fears he won't be able to hide his secret much longer. Being back in the village, after his ordeal at the hands of John, hasn't been easy for Erin. He lets Robert know he's moving back into his apartment and asks if he'll stay with him for the first night. Seeing this as a sign of Erin's renewed trust in him, Robert accepts. But he's brought back to reality when Victoria reminds him about Kev. Vic doesn't want her brother living a lie, our source shares. She's frustrated to realize Robert still hasn't told Erin about Kev. Victoria understands what's at stake here, but the longer this goes on the worse it's going to be, for everybody involved. As Robert tries to work out the right time to come clean, his guilt increases when Erin admits how frightened he's feeling about returning to the mill. During their emotional chat, Erin expresses his desire for them to have a fresh start, as Robert covertly cancels a call from Kev. Later, Robert discovers what his spouse was calling about when Kev asks if he'll come and see him in prison. Feeling bound by duty, Robert agrees to the meeting. The next day, Robert heads out to see Kev and makes out to Erin that he has an appointment with his parole officer. Erin falls for the fib, but Vic realizes what's going on and can't believe Robert is still being dishonest. With Erin none the wiser, Robert soon finds himself face to face with his hubby. But nothing prepares him for the shock of what Kev has to say. This bombshell knocks Robert for 6, teases our source. Let's just say it's not what he was expecting to hear. Viewers will have to wait to see how Kev's news plays out. But might it force Robert to own up to Erin about his other man?